Hello, everyone, especially our seniors, disabled Americans, and those receiving Social Security benefits, SSI or SSDI. Today, I bring you some of the most important updates that could directly impact your life, your monthly checks, and your financial stability. These are not minor changes or rumors. What I am about to share has the potential to completely reshape the way you receive your Social Security benefits, and it's essential that every single person listening pays close attention until the very end. With inflation continuing to eat away at fixed incomes, medical costs climbing, and grocery bills leaving many seniors in tears at the checkout line, the updates we're about to go through may finally bring a glimmer of hope. You are watching Truth Lens, the channel committed to bringing you the truth behind the headlines and the clarity you need when it comes to Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and stimulus updates. I know many of you tune in because you feel left behind, ignored, or even invisible when lawmakers in Washington pass billion-dollar bills for foreign aid, while seniors right here at home are skipping meals just to make rent or pay for prescriptions. That's why Truth Lens exists, to focus on your struggles, your questions, and your needs. We know the reality you face, and we refuse to let these critical stories go unnoticed. So let's dive right into the heart of today's news. There is a brand new bill being discussed that could change Social Security as we know it. This proposal, introduced by Senator Ruben Gallego of Arizona, is called the You Earn It, You Keep It Act, and its mission is simple: to completely eliminate federal taxes on Social Security benefits. Now, this is something many seniors have been asking about for years. Some of you may have believed that former President Trump's big, beautiful bills, as he called it, already eliminated these taxes, but the reality is it didn't fully happen. Millions of older adults are still paying federal taxes on their benefits, with nearly 20% of recipients affected. Imagine that. After working hard your entire life, you retire and finally collect your earned Social Security, only to see the government taking a piece of it back through taxes. For many, it feels like a cruel joke. This new bill could finally put an end to that. If passed, it would permanently remove federal taxation on Social Security benefits, leaving more money in seniors' pockets every month. That extra breathing room could be the difference between affording groceries, filling your prescriptions on time, or having to make painful sacrifices. And while Washington debates foreign policy and spends billions overseas, the reality here at home is stark. More than 5 million seniors are living on and Social Security checks that fall below the poverty line. It is heartbreaking, it is unjust, and it is long overdue for change. Now, in addition to eliminating taxes, another push in Congress could bring an even bigger shift: a potential $500 fixed monthly increase in benefits. That's right, lawmakers and advocates are fighting for across-the-board raises for both seniors and disabled Americans. Imagine what $500 extra every month could mean. For some, it's the ability to finally catch up on overdue bills. For others, it's the opportunity to afford better food, proper medical care, or simply the peace of mind of knowing that you won't run out of money halfway through the month. Right now, too many seniors are living with that fear, wondering whether their Social Security will stretch far enough to cover basic needs. A fixed $500 increase would be life-changing. And at the same time, there's another factor that makes September a crucial month. On September 10th, 2025, millions of seniors will see their Social Security payments hit their accounts. This isn't just another payday. It comes with the already applied 2.5% cost of living adjustment COLA increase for this year. While 2.5% may sound like progress, the truth is that inflation has outpaced these adjustments by a wide margin. Seniors are seeing their COLA eaten away by rising Medicare Part B premiums, skyrocketing rents, and medical costs that only ever seem to go up. Many of you have told me that your COLA increase barely covers an extra grocery trip, And sadly, that's the reality. And the big question now is what the 2026 COLA will look like. According to the Senior Citizens League, early estimates put it at around 2.7%, which is not enough to keep pace with the real cost of living for older adults. Think about it. A 2.7% raise on a modest check doesn't cover the fact that groceries have gone up 10%, or that your utility bills this winter will be far higher than last year. This is why there's a renewed call to shift the COLA formula from CPIW, which tracks the expenses of urban workers, to CPIE, the Consumer Price Index for the elderly. The CPIE focuses on what seniors actually spend money on: food, housing, medical care, and utilities. If Congress adopts this metric, experts say monthly checks could rise by $300 to $500, which would be a real meaningful change. Now, let's not forget about the September payment schedule. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of any month, your payment arrives on September 10th. For those born between the 11th and 20th, payments arrive on September 17th. And for those with birthdays between the 21st and 31st, checks will arrive on September 24th. These dates are critical for budgeting, especially for seniors living paycheck to paycheck who need to know exactly when money will arrive. But perhaps the most surprising update of all comes from former President Donald Trump himself. Recently, he hinted once again at the possibility of stimulus or rebate checks tied to tariffs. He described it as a type of dividend to the American people, funded by revenue collected from tariffs on foreign goods. The proposal isn't just talk. Senator Josh Hawley has already introduced the American Worker Rebate Act, which calls for checks of $600 per adult, $600 per child dependent, and $1,200 for couples with income thresholds similar to previous stimulus programs. While this proposal is still under debate, the fact that stimulus checks are back on the table should give seniors hope. After all, during the pandemic, stimulus checks made the difference between keeping the lights on and falling behind for millions of Americans. For seniors and disabled Americans, these developments, eliminating taxes on benefits, raising monthly payments by $500, adjusting COLA to CPIE, and the possibility of new stimulus checks represent more than policy. They represent dignity, survival, and hope. Imagine not having to split your medications in half to make them last. Imagine opening your fridge and not worrying if there's enough food to get through the week. Imagine being able to sleep at night knowing that you can cover rent, utilities, and health care without falling deeper into debt. These are not luxuries. These are basic human needs, and seniors in the United States deserve them. As we close, I want to remind you that here at Truth Lens, we will continue to follow every update, every bill, and every proposal that impacts Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and retirement benefits. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about numbers. It's about people. It's about you. It's about making sure seniors who spent their lives working, raising families, and building this country can finally live their retirement years with stability and peace of mind. And